baby. So I have like a bit of a mix of everything, I guess. Because the culture for me when I was growing up in the 2000s and stuff like that is basically a blend of, 2000s culture was going there and then the 90s. So whatever went on in the 90s basically transferred over. So I had like a bit of a mix of both.
Yeah, you're right. Because in the early 2000s, people were still listening to like, it was heavy. The people were still wearing the baggy pants. The hip hop was heavy. Rap was heavy. R&B was no. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
R&B was
but
heavy.
also the early
Now,
2000s was the start of UK grime.
what?
UK grime is like hip hop, R&B, UK rave music, jungle, drum and bass, and all that. So it's basically rave music, hip hop, R&B, and dancehall mixed together, and you get grime. So that's why when you hear grime and when you hear a grime song, right, it sounds grimy because it's like a bit of a mix of everything together.
I
So it
downloaded a beat
sounds.
like that earlier, and it was kind of cool. So I'm like, I was listening to it. I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking in my head while the beat is playing, and I'm just writing. I was like, oh, I like this beat. I didn't know that that was a what the Grammy beat was for.
Yeah,
I was like,
sounds
I'm seeing
grimy.
it. I'm
So
learning.
originally they called it something else because when they started, they called it SKB, but the media dubbed it grime, and basically the originators of grime just said, you know what, just take that name and embrace it. They didn't like the name at first. They didn't like it, but they just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, but shit is so different now. Like you can see it back then. Listen, what's funny is this stuff used to happen back then, but now it's worse. It's like people feel like I don't know. People feel like they get this power when they on social media, like when they in front of a camera and they know they're about to be viral or some shit. Like I don't know what is it with people,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've already been into 2 hours. We've been on this, John. But yeah, the whole purpose of this is like to show y'all how the things is on a daily. I want more people, like young Riaz just came on here. These are interactive lives. Like the whole purpose is for y'all to get y'all opinions out there. We're not here to judge people when it comes to leaving comments on videos and stuff like that. People gonna hate. People always gonna leave a smart remark or say something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So we ain't worried about that. So at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, even reaction videos like that, even though I'm gonna goof off with some of them and stuff like that, like at the end of the day, it's a whole point behind it. Like I want the youth to see what's actually happening. Like don't keep going by what these media is saying, but what the news is saying because it's not always true. Like this is what's
Mm-hmm.
actually happening around us. Like this is
Yeah.
how people are
I've actually
actually.
seen basically Channels cover the one I told you about. Basically, there's this ballet teacher. I think it's that she did this TikTok or something, and I think she was teaching 5-year-olds ballet, and they kind of like the way they behave is basically they act ratchet just like their parents and stuff like that. And she's basically exposing them like that. So basically, she told they tried to reprimand the kids, but they won't listen. So then she just did that. She talked to the parents. The parents don't care. They're just like, they just basically argue with her instead of, her parent listening and everything. And the kids also listening to Sexy Red and basically not getting into stuff at 5. Man, that's crazy though.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Willis ain't lying. Like, listen, man, I've sat here and I've bought out some serious topics, and I've had to sit here and delete some dumbass comments. Some I'll leave them because I'm like, yo, I just want the people to see how stupid you are. But disrespectful
Hmm.
comment, I don't leave them Jones. I delete them Jones. Like, I don't care how other people run their channels or what they do. I'm not down for that. As soon as I see
Hmm.
that, as soon as I catch it, I'm like, and I'm blocking the person that wrote it and did it because it has nothing to do with the topic. And if you don't care, you shouldn't be here. Because like I tell people, listen, man, there's a lot of people that don't have the apps. And I do have a lot of the youth that watch me. They got their own apps. But these old heads that watch me and stuff like that, they don't be on TikTok. They don't be on Facebook. They don't be on
I'm not
YouTube.
TikTok
They be on
either.
YouTube because like, it's like a lot of us is putting people on. Like we're sitting here, we're building. So if we sit here and we're telling them we're doing this, we're doing that, and they into it, like, yo, why not? they're not sitting here doing nothing wrong. Like she's like, I like this. I've never seen stuff like this. A lot of these old heads are starting to like certain stuff like this, and they're not into TV. They're not into social media like that. But they'll sit here and listen to podcasts. They'll listen to interesting stories. They'll listen to resolutions and stuff like that. Like those old heads out there, there's still some out there, not a lot. So shout out to them because they still out there
Yeah,
trying to
that's
listen
true.
to.
My mom's kind of like that basically. She has Facebook and she has WhatsApp and all that. She only just uses WhatsApp to talk and stuff. She has Facebook, but she rarely uses it though. She's not into that. Even though she
That's what I'm
has it.
saying. I'm listening. I was agreeing with you. I said that's what I was saying. Like, yo, people don't get it. Not everybody's into every social media app. See, a lot of y'all like coming on these apps and doing whatever on these apps and not giving a fuck. But what y'all fail to realize that a lot of us are on here using social media for what it was really intended for. See, social media wasn't meant here to bring people down or do this. When they started off with the social media, it was for people, to reach each other, for people to promote their businesses, for people to, get to meet each other from around and much more. But it was not to sit here and bring people down, bash people down, to sit here, insult people, threaten people, to sit here and make a list of, yo, I'm gonna stalk this person, or yo, this gonna be the next. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna get off the list. If y'all understand where I'm coming from, when I mean by that
Mhm.
is, oof, like come on, man. It
Wait,
wasn't
but that's
intended for
just the
that.
social
We're
media
making
also kind of
that.
used for news as well. So some also use it for news and stuff like that, basically.
Mhm.
Like originally they just did it for unfiltered news, basically. They
To
just wanted
help
to
and
go.
for way more, yeah, to help. Because I was listening, I was paying attention, and it's crazy, right? I've heard people how they sit here and they compare how the social media is in China and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, because y'all don't see it, we're making it that. How people don't peep what I said earlier in the video. It's messed up how I sat here and I read in a comment on Facebook while I was watching the video, and somebody from another country that's not a part of America sat here and said the people in America, what was it? I watch these videos because the people in America are funny and they entertain me. I'm saying, I'm like,
Yeah, that is true. I'll admit
I
it
don't
too.
see it. I don't see
Even
it.
people in the UK love American culture, trust me. And also, in the UK, some people in the UK basically see American stuff, and some of them act like Americans themselves, though, actually. They copy the American stuff. Like some in the UK copy. So basically, they dress like Americans, they try to talk like them, they use the slangs, everything. I mean, slangs is one thing, though, but some of them, they just act like they're from America, basically. Like bare copy.
That's a fact. And Ride of Profit is made.
So
Ride of
basically, I
Profit
was
is
gonna
made.
say that's the West as a whole, basically, because when you say America and UK together, technically we share the same culture. It's just that our culture basically is different because we tweak it differently. But technically, we share the same culture.
That's a fact. And see, people don't know their history, and that's why they end up in a ditch making fucking history. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the whole purpose of this. Like we're gonna do this, and like I told y'all, pretty soon I'm gonna be bringing something called the Hood Topics, where I'm gonna be speaking with, we're going. It's kind of like an interview, but it's more like a, how can I say it? It's sit down. We're gonna be talking about things that we can do to bring resolutions to the table when it comes to our neighborhoods and our communities. We're going to have people speaking about things that they've been through and how they've overcome their situations and much more. So as y'all can see, little by little, I'm bringing more stuff into here. We're going to do more reactions. Hopefully I get more people to interact more, because when I do the members only, I'm going to be doing the giveaways. And who am I gonna give away if y'all not really sitting here like interacting? Shit, I'll keep it all and give it out here to them. Like I'm trying to do it both ways. Real shit. So, like I said, and for those of y'all, I've left the link to my TikTok virtual store down there. Like I've had people say, "Can I support? Can I do this?" I'm gonna start leaving the PayPal and the Cash App on the live right there on the screen, so that y'all, for those that do want to really support, can. I'm not gonna ask for money. I leave that to the people. Like a lot of people know what my channel is about. If y'all want to, y'all more than welcome to. The links to the PayPal and the cashes will start being up on this channel. And the TikTok virtual store, we'll be having the Writers for Life merchandise. So if y'all go check out the TikTok, I can't do it here because on the computer is only going to show just my videos. But if y'all got a phone and y'all go to the TikTok virtual store, it shows the merchandise that we got right now. I'm still working on more merchandise, and I still got to add more merchandise to that. But for those of y'all that asking, how can y'all support like that? So that I can get this community center up and stuff, best way to support like that, like I said, yo, go check out the merchandise because that right there, the profit from that is what I will be start saving up to get a community center and do what I gotta do. So basically, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna sell merchandise. I'm gonna try to do fundraisers by selling food and doing giveaways and stuff like that, and getting more people united. But for that, a shorty has to get all the way up on her feet. Listen, man, people don't understand. It's not easy. I've been there even till not so long ago. I was there. I was still trying to help people out while I was still trying to stand up. And that's something that I'm saying here like, the more I help you, the more I go back. I have to come this way in order for me to keep helping you. I'm like, yo, people don't understand. Like, y'all like being real selfish and real ungrateful. Like when something's coming out of somebody's pocket, like it's not something that's easy. So that's why I've
Mhm.
come up with the is like, you know what? From now on, it's going to be like this. Like y'all want to help, y'all can either buy something or y'all can sit here and give because y'all want to. Like I've never asked. I'm not going to ask. Like if y'all wish to support, this is the best way to do it. Um, I've had people already support me. I want to give those people, a shout out. I want to say thank you for, supporting a shorty and rocking out with a shorty. Like this is gonna get better as time goes by, and we're gonna get bigger as time goes by, and we're gonna build. Like I tell a lot of people that are worried about the views and the likes, I'm not worried about that at all. Like the views are gonna come, people are gonna start coming, they're gonna start seeing what we're about and what we want to do. So little by little, we're gonna grow, and that's happening. Like it takes time. Like God, if you want to take it to the Bible and stuff like that, it took God 7 days to build the world. Right on the seventh day, He rested. So little by little. So like this all the time that I got right now. Riaz, thank you so much for popping up. Um, thanks to everybody that is supporting, that is rocking out with a shorty. And like I said, little by little, we're gonna accomplish everything. And little by little, I am accomplishing everything that I told y'all that I was gonna do. And we're gonna get there. So let's do this, let's build. And I hope that y'all enjoy the content. I will see y'all next week with this topic again, and later on, I will come back on and we're going to react to the Writers for Life reacts to sex crimes, and hopefully, y'all can leave your opinions. And like I say, your opinions matter. We're not here to judge. We're not here to knock nobody down. We're here to bring resolutions to the table, and y'all more than welcome. If y'all want to speak on a video, come up on a panel. It's a podcast. Speak your mind. And hopefully I get more people to come up and speak their truths and speak whatever they gotta say. Like say whatever you gotta say. Like these kids out here are listening to a lot of the people that do come on the podcast. Don't think that they're not. They really are. On that note, till next time, this y'all Shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. Thank you, Riaz. Before I go, thank you. My bad.